the people who benefit are, the British middle class, or the Chinese middle class. Just as Keith said in the clip, it is the Chinese who will the normal Chinese person benefits from basically a superior quality of life, greater wages, greater products, and then crucially, what Bronze Age Pervert mentions is the feeling of just being superior, of having the confidence of being part of a great power. And what he's talking about is, he says, imagine you're a British colonial officer of some kind, or you're a British colonial administrator, and you've been sent over to let's just stick with the example. I know the British didn't run the Congo. Let's just stick with Congo because it's easy. You've been sent over to the Congo, and you're there to, I don't know, build a bridge or whatever the project happens to be. In the actual setup down there, in the actual colony, you'll have servants, you'll have people waiting on you, you'll have status, you'll have basically a bunch of trappings that come as a benefit from being an agent of that empire. Okay, and Bronze Age Pervert's argument is that the global American empire doesn't work like that, because it's anti-colonial. It's not an old-fashioned empire project like the Romans or the British Empire, or even arguably the current Chinese empire. Okay, the globalist empire is this kind of anti-civilizational force that is done, as Joel was saying, for the benefit of this parasitic international gangster class. So the benefits do not accrue to the average American, for example. The average American doesn't feel any of those benefits that the average British person, that there's not even the equivalent of the American colonialist abroad who runs a little colony. Even on that level, they don't get any of that stuff, because the nature of globalism is parasitic in nature. And I find that a very interesting distinction that BAP made, and quite a compelling argument for empire. What do you guys make of that?
That's more or less what Joel is arguing as well. I mean, he says that the Chinese nationalism, I think we would agree to just call them an empire, is operating to the benefit of China and the Chinese people. And Joel makes it very clear that American imperialism or the American empire is not operating to the benefit of the American people, and that the American people are run by a body of people that they do not identify with.